it's Rain. Have you ever wondered what witch characters would look like as Sims? Well, wonder no longer. Today we're diving into the magical world of Witch, where I will be turning the five elemental guardians and their enemies into Sims. If you were obsessed with the show like I was, you're in for a treat. So stick around to see how I transform these beloved characters into Sims. And let me know in the comments who your favorite guardian is. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. I was so excited to make this video for you today. I absolutely loved this show when I was younger, and I'm so happy with how these ladies came out. We, of course, are starting with Will. Will Van Dom, the leader of the witch team and the guardian of water. Will is all about determination, courage, and loyalty. She's the one who holds the team together and has that strong, no nonsense attitude. What I love about Will is how she has a soft side, especially when it comes to her friends, but don't mess with her when it comes to protecting them. For her sim, I'm going for a strong but still relatable look. Now, I've got a question I need you to answer, as I remember Will being called both Wilhelmina and Wilma, but according to my research, it was one and not the other. Which did you think Will was short for? Anyway, as you'll see throughout this video, my outfits that I chose for the girls were based and inspired by actual outfits that they wore in the show. And I just had to try it to incorporate for like their superhero costume because I tried to do it with Totally Spies and it didn't work out towards the end, but I just had to give it to one of these cartoons. I'm sorry. Okay, so Will is actually a tomboy, or that's how she is described. I tried to give her outfits that fit in that style. I of course had to use as much greens as possible because I noticed she does wear greens, but also it really looked nice on her complexion. And she obviously really loves animals. So I gave her the friend of animals aspiration. I also made her loyal and hot-headed because she does have a temper. But with the hero outfit, I was really conflicted because I saw some pictures where the skirt was black, others when it was blue, and others where it was green. And I couldn't for the life of me realize or remember which one it was. So I kind of opted for this dark blue because I think it looked the best out of the two colors. But yeah, next up we have Irma. Ermele, the guardian of water and definitely the most sarcastic and humorous member of the team. She's quick-witted, loves to make jokes, and always has her friends laughing, even in the middle of chaos. In this sim version, I'm giving her some funky, colourful clothes because it's totally Irma's style. She's also known for being a bit of a prankster, so I imagine she would wear something with a bold, fun vibe. What do you think? Does she look like the life of the party yet? I got to use a lot of tops that came with earlier packs because they were more 2000s and Y2K themed, and so they have really been fitting this whole series so far because it's obviously set in the early 2000s. But I'll be interested to see once we move out of the early 2000s if we can still find outfits for the characters. Also, I just wanted to note that I forget that I gave Will a blue skirt and I give the rest of the girls green skirts, and then I realized at the end, but I didn't film it, so I just cut that off. In this sim version, I didn't want to give her funky, colorful clothes, although I think that is totally Irma's style. Seeing as she's known to be a bit of a prankster, I imagine her having a bold and fun vibe in her personality that she doesn't technically show, because I think that would be the best surprise, that she looks like this chill, neutral colors, but also not basic, because I do think she's still a bit fashionable, but she's not like funky, colourful, bold, because that's all in her personality. Now we are creating Tarani Cook, the Guardian of Fire. She's the team's moral compass, always striving to do the right thing, but sometimes that makes her a little too serious. She's driven by justice and her desire to protect others, which makes her the heart of the team in many ways. Tarani also has a strong passionate side, especially when it comes to defending her friends. She I think she was my favorite. I feel like I never really had a set favorite because I loved all of the girls, but I really liked Tarani because she was so serious and we kind of had to get her out of her shell a bit through the show. Now, I really liked making Tarani because she wears more layers than the rest of them. Obviously, she still shows skin here and there, but it was really fun because I don't typically play with very modest Sims. So it was fun to find outfits for her. And as soon as I knew we were going to be doing Witch today, I had to give her the hair. I was like, oh my gosh, we have a hair that came with Snowy Escape. This is perfect. And look, does it not fit her so well? I did really want to give her Afro textured hair, but I felt like this was a well intentioned compromise because I just think it looks like the vibes, it fits the vibes. Anyway, I do want to make her look very bold and fiery, especially because she is wearing more modest clothing. It could be seen that, she's more timid and shy, which she is at times, but I want her outfits to scream confidence and fashion. So hopefully it does. I mean, does this scream Fire Guardian to you? Hopefully, this screams confidence but still grounded in her inner strength? And when I say I could not find perfect glasses for her, I couldn't. I had to just give her Alexander Goff glasses because I was like, we mostly just have sunglasses. And I didn't realize until this moment. And also, I have never given any of my Sims that eco lifestyle shirt, so I thought that was really cool. But yeah, for the former outfit, I wasn't sure whether I was going to give her new hair because I'm not sure about the others from the top of my head, but her hair noticeably changes when they transform. But I decided to just continue with it because I couldn't find a hair that fit and I didn't want different textures, so I just stuck with it. So hopefully that's okay. Who would you trust more in a life or death situation? Tarani or Cornelia? Comment below with your choice and why. And with that, we have Cornelia Hale. Cornelia Hale is the guardian of Earth and probably the most practical of the group. Cornelia is a bit of a perfectionist and she can be tough on the others sometimes, but she's incredibly intelligent like Tarani, calm under pressure, and always ready to step up when needed. I am going for a sophisticated and chic look for Cornelia with touches of girliness, with the pinks. But I like it. Obviously, this is based on some of the outfits that she wears. She typically wears more warm tones, which I really like. Now, for her everyday, I wasn't sure about the skirt because the first longer one fit the color vibes. But in the show, she actually has a belt, so I had to go with the Realm of Magic one. And I never use it, and I think that's my favorite skirt. My favorite long skirt, at least. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Now we're on to Aylin, the Guardian of Air, and I loved her character. Aylin is the creative and artistic one of the group, always thinking outside the box. She has a quirky, playful side, and she's always there to lift everyone's spirit when they need it. I'm thinking of going for like a bright, airy outfit to match her personality. Something that screams fun and freedom. Like, I don't know. I made her creative and a geek, and the artistic projects, and and she has the artistic prodigy aspiration. Because she's kind of geeky, I kind of wanted to incorporate that. I later changed her nails to something that I feel would be very graphic. But yeah, she's like her element. She is kind of carefree and light. So I hope that that came across. I really think this outfit captures Aylin's carefree, light-hearted style. What do you think of her look? Now, I think out of the five girls, Aylin was a bit more difficult for me because of her hair. For some reason, I couldn't decide whether I wanted the braids or just a straight look because I feel like now that I'm looking at it, it's the ears. The ears what was setting it off, but I spent so long just looking and staring at her, wondering what was the issue with it. For some reason, the black hair wasn't as blue tinted in the braided style because that was obviously a recent hair that came with an update. So I decided to go with the slicked back hair because I wanted the blue tint. Now, when that pack came out, I used this off the shoulder or hole in the shoulder top all the time. And I used it so much, but I never used this swatch. And I definitely feel like Aylin would use this. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of the element air, I do think of obviously white, but blue as well. And I felt this was really air-like. But I'm not sure. What color do you think of when you think of air? Obviously, if we're thinking of Avatar, then air would be yellow, maybe orange. I don't know. And I definitely let her geeky side show with her winter outfit. I love that snow escape bomber jacket type thing. Anyway, next we've got Elyon, Elyon, the Queen of Meridian, and a former guardian. I think I didn't put her as a queen. I left her as a princess in the description on my gallery. So potato potato. And I don't want to spoil anything about her complex character. But she is very passionate and protective, especially for her kingdom, which is a great quality you want in a princess slash queen. But she obviously has her moments of doubt and confusion. I tried to make her look a lot younger than the rest of the girls because I'm not sure she actually is, but she just has this naivety to her that I wanted to incorporate. And I like the fact that I got to use all of these um dresses that came with, I think it was a recent update, yes. And I never used them before. I'm not quite sure what culture they are part of, but based on the characters' outfits in the show and the comics, she kind of fit this vibe, and I like the opportunity to give her this. I like the opportunity to give her these outfits, and I don't know. Doesn't this just scream regal to you? I'm giving her a royal sophisticated look here because she's been royalty and always carries that elegance. And lastly, we have Narissa, the ultimate antagonist of this series. She is manipulative, powerful, and incredibly smart, who will stop at nothing to get what she wants, which makes her a terrifying threat to the witch team. I did make her a little bit older. She is a young adult, so she has three traits. I gave her ambitious, obviously, self-assured, and evil because she is a villain. And she has the same aspiration as the princess, the leader of the pack. I wanted to give her some more older clothes because although I'm presenting her as a young adult, she has been alive for I don't even know how long. She obviously, in her older form or true form, if you will, looks centuries years old. So I did give her that little furrow in her brow designs because although she's presenting as very long, I wanted little slips in the cracks. So I gave her little jawline and just to make her face look sharper, and I think that makes her look a little bit more wicked. Um, and no, I liked it. I think it turned out really well, if I do say so myself. For the sim, Larissa's sim, I'm going for a dark, mysterious vibe. So I do use the dark blues, the dark purples, because I wanted to kind of reflect her sinister personality. I think this outfit suits her perfectly, don't you? And here they are, the whole witch team, plus Ilion and Nerissa. I had so much fun bringing these characters to life, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Who's your favourite guardian? Will, Irma, Tarani, Cornelia, or Haylin? Or are you a Nerissa person? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for weathering the storm. Shower me with a thumbs up and make it rain on that subscribe button. Have a lovely day, afternoon, evening. Bye!